finished at the clinic?
For now.
Good. Right now I want to know who that corpse is. Head over to the police station and get his neural hub. And Adam, if you can't talk your way in, consider making a strategic retreat. There's gotta be another entrance on the side of the building.
What's up, ladies and gents, and welcome back to another installment for Deus Ex Human Revolution with the ENB mod, of course, ghosting as much as possible on Give Me Deus Ex difficulty. I'm your host, Sinistreana1, and welcome back, and we're going to get right into this. We are going to be doing some side missions as they are leading to pretty much where we need to go, which is the main mission for the police station, so I decided that, why not?
You got anything you want to buy or sell? I'm the guy you want to deal with. Everything's on the computer, right at your fingertips.
Alright, so we're going to sell some things that we absolutely don't need. Technically, we don't need the tranquilizer darts. Definitely don't need the combat ammo. We'll keep all of that stuff. But really, as you can see, we don't even have that much. I do need to start like picking up more stuff, as that's going to come in handy. We want to keep the stun gun, and that is mainly because the stun gun is what we have available to us, just in case. We are going to be taking some people out, so that is something that you know, I want
Be sure to tell all your friends.
Adjust for.
Just not the cops.
All right, so let's take a look at here. Alright, so we've got some side missions to get to, so that is what we're going to do right now. First one that we are going to go for is right here. We're going to talk to the security guard, which is the retired detective for Meg's mother.
Oh, word? I wanted to get some upgrades for my Zenith 10 mil.
He can hook you up nice, man. If you go, tell him I sent you.
I wanted to try to stop them from talking. Hopefully it won't ruin this.
Hello there. Well, you must be Adam Jensen.
A keen observation.
Mrs. Reed told me you might pay me a visit. And don't take this the wrong way, but you're kind of hard to miss.
I'll try to take that as a compliment. She told me you might have information regarding Megan Reed's case and the attack on Sarif headquarters.
Oh boy, what a mess. Total pissing match. We had the feds on our ass, orders from 3 different departments, and pressure from so many lobbyists it felt like being the scrawny new kid in a prison shower.
It is a very high-profile case. Mrs. Reed said you thought some procedures were overlooked.
You got that right. I mean, you know how it is. Mrs. Reed told me you used to be a cop. There's always cases where you see the lazy officers taking shortcuts. But this was different.
Different how?
Too much stuff got overlooked. People seemed way too eager to jump to conclusions, and every time I was remotely insistent, I got turned down by ranking officers. People wanted to bury this thing fast. That's never a good sign.
Surely you have something more substantial than this.
Yeah, well, that's where you come in. I got a couple of leads I could never fully investigate. I started poking around, but these government-type agents just gave me the creeps. I got scared. Months away from retirement, I didn't want to fuck things up. But you obviously have the means to get to the bottom of this.
So what have you got?
First off, there's a rumor that the order to close the investigation came from higher up, maybe even outside the local department. Anything like that would have passed through Captain Penn. There might be traces of this left on his office computer.
Guess I'll have to pay a visit to the local precinct.
Well, while you're there, there was an officer assigned to the case, Chet Wagner. He's not what you call a choir boy. And when he suddenly got brought on the case, I got suspicious. Somebody wanted him there. And I'm pretty sure he tampered with some of the evidence. You should talk to him. Find out what he knows.
Okay, I'll have a little chat with Officer Wagner.
You'll most likely find him in the lobby. He got retrograded from his conduct, and he takes depositions now. He won't budge easily, but I'm pretty sure you can find some dirt on him on his desktop. His office is on the 3rd floor. You might find something there to help loosen up his tongue.
Anything else worth looking into?
Yeah, when the order came down to close the case, the bulk of the evidence was stashed in a storage locker. Maybe you can find some interesting stuff in there. It's on the alley right next to the station. The code is 4891. But I know an outside agency had access to that locker, so be careful.
Thanks for the heads up.
It's nothing. And, please, don't bother coming back here with details. Don't get me wrong, I'm glad to help. But the less I know about this case, the better I'll feel.
You said an outside agency may have tampered with a storage locker. What did you mean by that?
Well, I've seen, I've heard that government agents may have locked up some of the more sensitive evidence in a safe inside the locker.
Come on, Chase. What are you not telling me?
Damn it! Okay, listen. I snooped around that locker before and found the safe code. But I kinda got caught by one of those guys. He knows I know, Jensen. If I give you the code, they'll know I talked. Call me negative, but I can't think of a nice outcome to that.
Why retire from the force only to become a security guard? I mean, it looks like you still love the work.
I love the idea of being a cop. Ever since I was a kid, I wanted to join the force. But I just got fed up. It's not like I had imagined it. It's a job. Some people are good at it, while others just don't care. And it shows. This case, the Sarif case, it was just the last drop in a cup already full.
How did you get assigned to this case?
I didn't push for it, if that's what you mean. To be honest, I didn't want to get involved.
Why not?
I was an honest cop, Jensen. I always tried to conduct myself in accordance with the law, with procedures, and what I believed was right. Not really the standard MO for a case like this.
That's all I need for now.
Alright, so we got the information we need. Now remember, they don't show up exactly where we need to go because of the difficulty that we're on. The HUD is definitely more fresh and clean. So don't be confused. If you want, if you want to watch it on normal so you know exactly where you need to go, I mean, you really don't need to do that, as you're going to find that here, but the HUD will show you exactly where you need to go and how far you are away from that specific objective. So here, we're going to go and talk to... yeah, we're going to go talk to the Thorpes so we can get... this is pretty much what we get for saving Josie and the hostages and all that great stuff.
Welcome. I'm glad you came. I can never properly repay you for what you did, of course, but I would like to help out any way I can.
What'd you have in mind?
There's a gentleman named Sarah who works in the area. His business causes him to move around quite a bit, but at the moment he's occupying an apartment in a building on Earl's Court. If you mention my name, he'll give you a discount on his wares. He deals in, well, he's a gun runner.
How does a guy like you know someone like that?
Growing up in my old neighborhood, you learn pretty quick to cultivate certain types of relationships.
Alright, so we're going to go in here, pick up this. Hopefully you guys can see it better. That's why I decided to do it in 1440, so that the text will appear to be a little bit bigger. We're not in the business of killing these folks, so...
I can never thank you enough for what you did.
Obviously, sometimes killing folks and stuff like that can get you bonus items and whatnot, but we are an outstanding gentleman, and that is all we need from there, so we're going to move on. There's a couple ways around. Now, if you want to build up your hacking, you can build up your hacking to level 2. That way you can get into... But there's also a way around that as well if you don't want to do that. I mean, it gives you the choice. And I'm a nice guy. I like to shut doors. Remember, all of these glitches that you see are from the actual ENB mod, so don't think that the game is running poorly.
I'm thinking about getting my pit bull augmented. Get him some cyber paws, cyber fangs and shit. Throw him in the ring.
So here, as you can see, you just need to update your hacking and you can get into here. That's one way to do it, but there's always multiple ways. Another way to do it would be, say, taking this right here. Let's say if you upgrade your strength to level 2, and then you'll be able to jump over that. So there's always, there's always different kinds of methods that you can use. We are going to be upgrading our hacking and stuff, but I'm not going to do that just yet, as I haven't quite 100% figured out exactly what I want to upgrade and what I want to do, as I'm still kind of thinking in my mind my approach for later in the game. Make sure I get that right. Sometimes I never know if you're going to make a jump or not. I don't think that's anything under there. But as I said, this is how you're able to get in there. You always see it slow down whenever it saves. That's just the game itself. Alright, so security level. Alright, here we go.
Access granted.
Alright, so now, the moment that we do this, there's going to be a guy that enters that we're going to have to take out. Maybe we'll try to sneak around him. I don't suppose you have to take him out. As you know, we always like to do things to the best of our ability to be as sneaky as possible. You guys can read that. Yeah, we'll try to sneak around him. Why not? I mean, you don't have to do that. You can hide from him if you want to, but he should be coming through the door. And we should be able to sneak around him if he goes straight, so... We'll take that so we can sell it. We do need to sell some things. Credits will do fine.
You're here, man! What? You think you can just cut me off? Come on, man! I need my due deposit! The shit hurts! Don't make me do
all right.
something I don't want to do!
And that's how you do that. So we were able to get out of there. Not very, very easy to do. You definitely want to make sure you get up against the wall or you could be caught. So, I think... Where's this at? As you can see, this is a security level 5. Yeah, so we can't get into that. But that's there's also, you know, lots of other things here. This is not a walkthrough meant to show you how to be the best hacker. This is not a walkthrough meant to show you how to... this is strictly how to be as stealthily as possible while maintaining, you know, fun gameplay to watch and going through the game in a cool fashion. At least that's the goal. I guess when you come back in here, the guy's still over there looking. Alright. And now, as you see, we're on the other side. Still actually trying to get used to the controls again, because, you know, it has been a while. Alright, well, since I want to actually go ahead and set this up correctly, let's go into our augmentations. Really haven't went into any of this stuff yet. We should have 4 available points. So, you know, I've always been deciding, you know, what do I want to do? What type of abilities, augments do I want to add on here? But hacking is definitely going to be one of them. Obviously, we want to hack terminal level 2. And for the side mission that we need to do, we're going to have to also do a strength modifier. And I'm trying to remember which one it is. It's the one that allows us to take out 2 people at the same time. I'll have to go around and I'll have to look at these to make sure I can figure out which one it actually is. It's not the hacking. It's not that. That's punch through walls, which might come in handy, but that does give us away a little bit. This is so that we can move and throw heavier objects, so we can actually jump over things as opposed to hacking. Explosives, hacking, stealth, enhancer. No. Double the radar. There we go. So, reflex booster, take down multiple opponents. Alright, so that's pretty much what we needed to do, and we should be good to go. 0002. You can hack it if you want to get more points, but... Alright, so we're going to be coming back through there in just a second. And you'll see why we needed to buy the double takedown.
Jensen? What are you doing here?
I think you know why I'm here, Tyndall. I want Corella's security footage back.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm Sarif Industries' chief of security. I'm pretty sure I can find out about an edited security tape, so don't bullshit me.
Ah, shit. Listen, Jensen, I never wanted things to get this bad. I'm not a bad guy. I feel for Corella, I really do. But sometimes, for a good cause, you have to get your hands dirty.
Oh, there's a good cause now?
Oh, I see. You think I'm selling the stuff, right? I understand why this would seem like an obvious motive, especially to an ex-cop. But trust me, you shouldn't always take things at face value. I'm not selling the neuropazine, I'm giving it away.
Giving it away? To who?
To the people who need it. You think everyone gets augmented by choice? No. Shit happens. And then what? You're saddled with neuropazine injections for the rest of your life, and that shit costs money. But what choice do you have? Without the drug, you'll die. Rejection syndrome, crippling pain, that just ain't right. So I did the only decent thing to do. I stepped up.
I can respect that. But blackmail is still blackmail. Corella wants out, and I'm here to make sure he gets out.
Man, this whole thing is becoming way too much trouble. I've even got 2 local pushers on my back because they say my philanthropic actions are undercutting their profit.
That's not your only problem. A gun-toting client was waiting for you in your apartment earlier.
Really? In my apartment? Shit, the dealers probably sent him. Tell you what, I'll deal with the client later. You take care of the dealers, and the footage is yours.
Okay, I'll help you out. But you better not be playing me.
You give me way too much credit, Jensen. I'm a security tech, not a hardened mobster. The 2 pushers go by the name PG and BK. They hang out in the alley near the basketball court. Just make sure they never bother me again.
You're asking me to kill them.
Well, that's a bit drastic, isn't it? But it's your call, as long as you leave me alone. The important thing is you need to take care of both of them.
Alright, so we're not going to kill them, but this is why we do need to have the double takedown. So we're going to go back to where we were. We're going to go over to the basketball court. And we're going to take both of these guys. Again, all of this, the slowdown that you see, always happens in this section, so don't be alarmed by it, and I do apologize for it. But it's just, you know, some places don't always, you know, run as smooth as others, so. Remember, you don't get the emblems that that pop up, so you just pretty much have to know what you're doing in order to make it work. But we can take some items, so that way we can sell. Again, this is like going to be one of the few times that I actually take or, you know, knock anyone out. And again, this is mainly for the purposes of this specific mission. So I have no idea, like, it's hilarious. Like, I think there might be an achievement for being able to make a basket. I don't know. I'm not 100% sure, but I've never been able to make a basket. But I think just the fact that it gives you the option to do is pretty cool. A little low. So I think if we stood here enough, we'd probably be able to eventually be able to do it. You just got to be able to aim right, I guess. Maybe a little higher. Well, either way, I'll try one more time, and that's it. Trying to get that perfect spot. Oh, so close. But obviously you can see that you can eventually make it, so you can move some of these things around. Again, all the slowdown that you see in this particular area is because of this mod, so. But you can see that there's, like, you get extra points for Traveler. You can see that there's a way back behind there. And there's all different kinds of really, really cool, unique ways to get around to other sections in the game. And exploring is the way to obviously find those out, so. No reason to hide the bodies or anything like that. Again, you saw that same thing happen when we came in here. So we can finish this side mission up.
Look, I told you. If you want me to give you that security footage, you're going to have to get those pushers off my ass first.
I've taken care of the dealers. Now hand over the footage.
Thanks, Jensen. Listen, I know it's not something you did from the bottom of your heart, but still, you saved my ass. Here's your footage.
Listen, Tyndall, I know you're trying to do the right thing. But we have to do things by the book, or we'll just have chaos. I'll put you in contact with someone inside Sarif Industries. They may be able to get you neuropozyne for those who need it.
Seriously? You'd really do that? Wow. I never would have expected this from you, Jensen. I really appreciate this. Tell Carell I'm sorry.
Alright. Excuse me. Wish I could get rid of this cold. So we have some things to sell, so why don't we do that before we meet up with...
What'll it be?
To be honest, we really shouldn't need painkillers or any of that stuff. I don't plan on taking too much damage. You need 5,000 in order to get another Praxis kit, right? But we're not just there yet. Also things that you could buy, explosives, miscellaneous. Now this device here is worth 300. You know what? We're gonna go ahead and get it, and we're just gonna get one.
See you soon.
There's a reason for that. Is if you notice, there's a gate up there. But if you remember earlier, I showed you guys that there was a ladder. Well, this ladder is going to take us up to the roof of the building that we were just in. Again, all of the slowdown is because of the mod. But because of the security over here, we can't really get in yet. Or on a normal basis, we wouldn't be able to get in. Security level 4. So you can use this. And now we actually have access to get inside. Let it save there. Always stop whenever it's saving because it will slow down. This will allow you to get in here and grab yourself a sniper rifle, sniper ammo, and a pocket secretary, and we'll read that. Now you can also get up here a different way, but you'll notice where we're going to be coming out is right here.
How may I be of service?
So we lost a little bit of money, but we also are going to hopefully gain something back in return. Let's see. Which is 1,500. So you can see that the benefits definitely outweigh anything else there.
See you soon.
So now what we're going to do before we head on to the next section, which will finally be going over to the police station after this. Wanted to do as many missions over here as we could before we head over to the main thing, since we have a few side missions that we can complete while we're at the police station. So kind of like knocking out 2 birds with 1 stone. Trying to show you as much of the game as possible before Mankind Divided comes out. I really want you to get into the story, get into the gameplay, get used to it, so you can get a feel for the world.
The police were overly violent?
Overly violent? I don't know. The crowd was...
Will you be purchasing anything today?
So now you can see that we actually have enough for a Praxis kit. So we're going to go ahead and buy one of those.
Always a pleasure, sir.
Alright, so the last thing that we're going to do before we end this video and head over to the next section is complete the side mission with our friend. We talked to the one guy, we got the security footage. Now we just need to give that footage to the guy who contacted us in the beginning. And then that will complete that side mission. Although we still have some more side missions that are going on. Motherly Ties, and then there's a couple of them in Motherly Ties. Obviously we need to talk to Chet. So there's a few things that tie into that one location.
Did you get it yet? Adam, please. You have to get that security footage back.
I got the footage. You owe me one too.
Yeah, you got that right, Jensen. I mean, thank you so much. This is my life I just got back. Here, there's the weapon mod, as promised.
Listen, I know you were trying to do a good thing, and I respect that. But you should do it through proper channels. Next time you might not get this lucky.
Yeah, you're right, Adam. I know you're right. Listen, thanks again.
Alright, well there we go. So we picked up some more money, we picked up weapon mod. Let's take a look at our excuse me, augmentations. Still undecided what I want to go, you know, what is it that I really want to accomplish with this walkthrough? Be the kind of stealth, complete stealth guy, get the invisibility, you know, like the stealth enhancer, being able to see targets easier, last known location, cones of vision, mark and track. You know, there's just all different kinds of things that you can do. Hacking with stealth, which decreases chances by 15%. which is, it can come in handy. But I mean, if you're good at hacking, you're most of the time going to have a nuke or going to have enough things to be able to, you know, work yourself away around that. But obviously, the more I get into this, I'm going to really think about what it is that I want to buy. I don't want to waste things too much. I know we did buy the double takedown, which we're not going to be doing a lot of takedowns, but there are going to be some moments where we're going to have to take some soldiers down. So it is good to have that. This is not going to be a complete ghost, but ghost in the sense as much as we can. So alright, well, hope everybody is enjoying the walkthrough so far, and it is time to head on to the next section here. And as soon as we get in here, let that load up, we will stop the video. Thank you guys for joining in. Hopefully you guys are getting something out of it. I mean, that's the goal of this walkthrough, is for entertainment purposes, also a way for you guys to, you know, see how it was done differently, maybe something you missed, or maybe there's something that I missed that you could tell me about. I mean, we're a community of stealth players here, and if there is something that I miss, you know, please let me know. Again, this is all because of the mod, all these little things. It's not 100% perfect, but...
Oh man, Eliza is so hot.
You're crazy.
Alright guys, well thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you all have enjoyed the gameplay so far, and of course I will see you on the next one. Peace out, bitches!